Alrighty, so welcome to my channel, Femme Fortune Tarot. This is my first video. I've never made one, so bear with me. I pulled 3 decks so far that I feel like I want to use today. So these are the 3 that we're gonna kind of work with. This is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot from Mystic Moon Oracles. This is the Message of Love Oracle deck, and then this is the Oracle of the Mermaids. This one's a little dusty because I haven't used it in literally forever. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of go ahead and see what comes out. I'm gonna start with these ones. But yeah, I decided to start this channel just because honestly I've been doing this for a very long time, like on my own. And I just kind of decided, you know, why not? And also I was kind of going through my own really tough time in regards to my personal life, and I just felt like there was a certain space that was open for particularly intercultural, interracial, relationships, things like that. Mainly intercultural, just because there are certain aspects that I know that I may have, for example, dealt with in my connection that other people may, you know, and maybe say regular kind of channels you don't really hear too much about. So this one, you're gonna probably hear about, you know, arranged marriages or the potential of someone being married to a cousin. I know that's gonna freak out a lot of people and they're gonna be like, oh my god, that's absolutely horrific. But guess what? It happens. It happens in a lot of Arab cultures and a lot of other cultures. So we're gonna we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the uncomfortable here. On occasion I probably will slip up, I probably will swear. I apologize in advance. It all really depends on kind of what's coming through. I have absolutely no idea what's gonna come through. I have no idea. I don't have a specific shuffling kind of pattern, anything like that. I just really shuffle until the spirits tell me to stop. It's similar to when you're seasoning. My black people understand in regards to when you season things and people are like, oh, what'd you put in there? And you're like, I don't know, my ancestors told me to stop. That's legitimately what's happening. So spirit, guardian angels, archangels, and all other higher beings, please bring forth any messages for the collective today that they need to hear. Please protect and guide me during this reading. Should anyone be sending any negative energy my way, please return to sender a millionfold. Amen. Alrighty. So we're gonna see the messages coming out for the collective. I have absolutely, again, no idea. We're gonna see. Alright. So Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Show me what the collective needs to know. Reunion. We will always come back to each other. Alright, so we're gonna jump right into it. Obviously, this is someone that you are obviously not with right now, and they would like to be back with you. So we'll see maybe why you're not together. We'll see kind of, you know, what's going on with that. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I don't even know why I said that. Probably some of you said that, if whatever the situation may have been between the two of you, you guys wanted it to go one way. It could have been something you guys talked about, you know, this is the plan moving forward, this is what we're gonna do, and then that isn't what happened whatsoever. And it could have left a lot of people literally being like, what in the actual fuck just happened? Okay, irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. And with that, I normally, honestly, with these cards, I never really read these in reverse. But just with that kind of flipping out, is there could have been a point where honestly, they did think that you were replaceable, or they could have, again, with this unexpected income, things didn't go as planned and it was shocking. This could be unfortunately another situation where they thought that they could replace you. And that's what, you know, the unexpected outcome was, is you thought, okay, we're going to come back together. Whatever happened, we'll be together. And maybe they turned around and they flipped the script and they were like, psych, I'm with someone else. And, you know, again, they thought that you were replaceable. But now I'm getting the feeling that that is no longer how they see you or anything like that. What else does the collective need to know? Literally what I just say, third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. Yeah. But I can't even make this shit up if I tried. Obviously, I literally was just saying if there was another party involved. Now, this third party, again, third parties can be any sort of, whether that is another relationship, that could also be family and friends that are around those people that maybe have influenced the outcome. So right now, we don't know if that's a third party that is a romantic third party, or again, if that is going to be maybe family and friends that intervened, or, you know, they had, you know, they wanted, I don't know, they, whatever they thought they wanted this situation to be, I don't even know. But anyways, reflection, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Like I said, you guys are not together right now, so maybe they're with somebody else and they're realizing, you know, oh, I thought you were replaceable, but now being with someone else, I've realized that you're everything that I've ever wanted. And now being away from you and being with someone else, I'm gaining that clarity. Like, stupid. Like, duh, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, you shouldn't, obviously you never should have to go to somebody else to understand someone's value or someone's worth. However, in this situation, that's exactly what occurred. And sometimes that does have to occur. Daydreaming. Yeah, I'm always longing for you. This person is majorly in their head about you. Majorly. Absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Exactly. Is this person being away from you, I feel like this has triggered a major longing of, I fucked up. Like, I royally fucked up. I don't want what this is. Like, I don't want, you know, whether it's family or friends, what they told me I should do, or whether another relationship. Like, I don't want any of this. Like, I want you. Alright, I'm going to shuffle one more time, and nothing comes out. I'll just take these 5. And again, on the bottom is absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. So, yeah. Again, no shit, Sherlock. Right? I don't know if I want to... I'll put these over here for now. Can you see them still a little bit? Not really. Don't mind me. Alright, I'll put them over here. Alrighty. Let's get into the tarot. These are so used and abused. I absolutely love Mystic Moon Oracles. Shout out to her page. She was one of the first readers that I just really absolutely fell in love with and fell just so connected to in all of her readings and everything like that. And honestly, if I was rich, I would literally own every single one of her decks, because I love her decks. Like, they were, I had owned decks before, but when I remember when I first got one of her decks, and these were literally one of the first. Like, you can literally see how used and abused those bad Larrys are. Yeah. So I just felt connected. It was like, for the first time, I had always kind of on my journey with tarot, always read for myself. And then a few of my friends were kind of like, all right, can you start reading for us a little bit? We just want to see what comes out, things like that. And I was petrified, because I was like, oh my gosh. It was just a stigma of, not the stigma, but it was like that fear of, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I say something wrong? And even with the channel too, like, that was a major fear of mine as to why I've never even done this. Because I was like, I don't want to, like, you know, what if people take this too seriously? And what if I read wrong? Or what if this? Or what if that? And then honestly, a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what, like, F it, like, fuck it, you know, like, let's just try it. And there's gonna be people that are upset out there, there are gonna be people that love it, so be it. Like, we'll see kind of, you know, what happens. I just love tarot. It's just something for me that's like a little getaway, and so I figured, why not? And you know, why not have some fun doing it? Why not have some fun doing it? I'm still a beginner too. Like, I feel like I'm a beginner. Like, I don't think I'm a professional on any sort of level whatsoever. So when I'm doing these readings, if there's other messages that like you might see or you might pick up on, then, and it means something to you, and you know, and spirit is kind of guiding that message for you, then take that. All of these messages that I'm saying, again, this is general, this is for a collective, this is not a personal reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. I don't really know what else to say on that. It's just, again, it's a collective reading. So, you know, maybe sometimes the readings are going to fully resonate with you, and other times they are not whatsoever, and you're going to be sitting there like, wait, only half resonated. And that's happened to me. Like, I've listened to readings, and you know, I've only maybe taken 1/3 of it, and I'm like, okay. And then there's other times, yeah, the whole thing fits. You just kind of have to go with your gut on that. Spirit, guardian angel, archangels, and all the other beings, please bring forth the messages for the collective that they need to hear. Please protect and guide me during this reading. Should anyone be sending any negative energy my way, please return to sender a million folds. Amen. 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 Also, if you hear like a bunch of ruckus in the background, I recently adopted 2 kittens. I have an older cat, and so the 2 kittens are giving everyone a run for their money right now. My older cat is finally, it took 7 days for the introduction, so you might also still hear a few hisses like happening. She's fine. They're like out together playing and stuff. She just likes to, it actually cracks me up. She'll like go up to them and sniff them and be like in their face, and if they like flinch, she'll hiss at them, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, sis, you are all up in their girl, and you think like they're not gonna move, like they're just gonna stand stoic? Like, of course they're gonna move. But it just cracks me up. And like this morning, everyone was sleeping in the bed and they were absolutely fine. It cracks me up because she just has to, you know, she's setting the territory of, you know, I'm queen bee, as she should. You know, she's 8. She turns 8 in a few days. She turns 8 in a few days, my little nugget. Her brother, I got her and her brother from one of my aunts, and they found them under the shed. So they were feral, and she still has her little feral ways. Like, you can't, she's not a very lovey cat. You can only hold her for like up to a minute. She's just not a fan. But what's it called? Her brother passed away in September to megacolon. Well, actually, he had megacolon, but that's not why he passed away. He passed away from a heart attack. It was very, very freaking weird. Literally, I found him in my bed. It was the most horrific time in my life. I have never screamed like that. And I've lost my mother. I've lost my father. Something about finding your pet is like it's not it. I literally would not wish that upon absolutely anybody. I don't know why this doesn't want to shuffle. All right, I'm gonna do this 2 more times. Again, I have absolutely no rhyme or absolute reason to my shuffling. It's just when I feel, I'm like, okay, let's go. Okay. All right, Spirit, show me messages that the collective needs to hear. Show me this reunion. We will always come back to each other. Okay. Spirit said, point blank, period. They literally just want to come back to you. They want to come back to each other. And this is someone also too, like, this could be kind of like, I'm kind of getting narcissistic vibes a little bit on this, of like, almost like an ego type of thing of like, well, we're always going to come back together. And that may have been kind of like the feeling that they had of when maybe they went to said other, you know, whether it was another person or they went in a different direction, and they were like, it doesn't matter anyways because we're going to come back together, or you're always going to be there. It could have been something where like they genuinely thought you were never going to walk away, and I'm getting that you did. And, you know, that's where the absence is, and that's where this daydreaming kind of is. Reunion. Always come back to each other. Yeah. Yeah, because it's over. It's over. It's donezo. Yeah. Page of Cups, like, I love you, right? It's like, I just want to tell you I love you, but you might not want to hear it. Like, it's done. And I'm getting like, in your head, you're like, it's done. And in their head, they're like, oh, this could be a new cycle. Yeah. This is over. You also potentially, this could only go for a few of you. This could have been a marriage. You guys could have been married and there was a divorce that kind of came into play. They want to tell you that they love you so bad. So bad. They're like, please come back. Love me. But yeah, so this could have potentially, again, only take this if it resonates. This could have been a marriage that ended. So this could be a divorce. Or just, again, this could just be the relationship in general, just coming to an end. One more for this reunion. Success. Oh my God. They want a new start with you so bad. So bad. But I'm just getting that it's, again, like it's over. And the sad part is like it could have been successful, because again, with that reunion of like, we always come back together, like it could have been successful because you were the one for me. But I chose something else, and that's why it no longer is. This also could be, now that this has ended, for those of you maybe that, like, for example, it was a divorce, or just, again, the relationship kind of ending, you might be kind of standing in this power of this successful power of you're focusing on yourself right now. And that's something that, you know, might scare them, of like, you may not want to have a reunion if I was to tell you that I love you or anything like that. Ace of Swords, yeah. And that's just like the truth of it. That's the truth of everything. Of, again, you could just be standing in your power, focusing on yourself, and that's kind of a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of times, unfortunately, when, you know, you do think something is going to work out, especially when it's flipped on its head, those unexpected outcomes where you're like, okay, this is, you know, I'll wait for you, this is our plan, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 and they turn the fucking script and everything changes, and you're like, well, you know what, if you want to say fuck me, then fuck you too. I'm gonna stand in my own power. And I feel like a lot of you are kind of doing that right now. But again, this is someone still very much that wants to be with you, even though something ended. Unexpected outcome for me. Things didn't go the way I planned. I literally just keep hearing, no shit, Sherlock. Two of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, they made a wrong ass decision. They made the wrong fucking decision. And I think at that time, again, I think it's kind of just confirmed, King of Cups, yeah, is this person this person loved you. The King of Cups is someone, and especially with this card, I always feel like, if you can kind of see, it's like, I feel, have you ever seen when someone blows, like, I don't know if in those like action movies or whatever, they blow like the smoke into someone's face and like it paralyzes them? So I feel like in this sense, is like this King of Cups is like waking up, right? He's coming out of that paralysis state and he's waking up to this connection and to the meaning behind it and what you actually mean to him. Because before, I think he was balancing, he or she, again with energy, so put it where it fits, but they may have been balancing you with the third party, whether that is, again, that is a romantic, or balancing you versus friends and family, whatever that is. And I just feel like while they were doing that, they made the wrong decision. There were two paths, right? Two outcomes that could have happened. You guys went on one way or thought it was going to go in another, and they turned around and they made a completely different decision to go in a different direction. But I'm just feeling now is like they don't want to kind of balance, like they don't want to sit in that iffy and like that kind of, not, like a pendulum state or whatever. They just don't want to be in limbo anymore, I think, in regards to now, because they know your worth. They're like, no, you know what, I don't want to balance you with my family and my friends or with another romantic party. I want all this, and I want you. So I fucked up, I made a wrong decision, but I want us to be, back together, sort of thing. Unexpected outcome. Page of Wands. Yeah, and this is actually so funny because yesterday I had done like a reading just to kind of, I was like, all right, let's see where things go. And there was absolutely zero, zilch wand energy. It was all thoughts, all emotions, everything like that. And so now today, what I find very interesting is not only do we have the Six of Wands, but now we have the Page of Wands. Like we're getting action today. So I don't know. Maybe you guys went and you infiltrated their dreams last night or some shit like that, and they woke up and they were like, I'm gonna come towards you, or I'm gonna start making a plan of figuring out what to do, because they obsessed with you. They have, like, there is a passion for you that they hold that they do not hold for anybody else. Again, you're irreplaceable. No one will light them up the way that you light them up. They want a new beginning with you. And like I had said here, is like that death, it's like I was getting, you're seeing it in the end and the lens of like, I'm all set, we're done here. They're seeing it as a new as a rebirth and a new beginning. And also, they want to communicate with you too, like they want to communicate something. And I don't know if it's like they want to communicate that they're done balancing you and they're done, being wishy-washy, and so they've like, changed their mind, or they're gonna make another, they're like, no, I'm changing it all, blah blah blah. I don't know. 3 of Wands. I literally can't fucking make this shit up. I literally just said there was no Wands energy yesterday. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And again, because I'm getting, and I had said this earlier too, is because with this unexpected outcome, like you guys could have made a plan of like X, Y, and Z of something happening, and you waited to see how that was going to work out, because you were like, oh, okay, they said, they're going to do this. I believe that. I'm going to, focus on me and focus on my success. And they turned the fucking tables. And so you waited, and I think that's why you're done. But now this person is, now they have to wait. Now they have to wait to see, okay, if I come towards you and have, because they have hope. They have hope of reconciling and coming back together. And they're saying, okay, if I come towards you and I offer, to try and be a part of your life in any way that is, I really, I hope you say yes. And so now they're the ones that have to wait. And there's a lot of you, I'm getting you're literally, I'm just getting overwhelmingly, you guys are literally I'm all fucking set, dude. But some of you, again, you might, And who knows, to each their own. That's, everybody is on their own path, free will 1000%. But I just get now is like the tables have once again turned. You're not the one waiting anymore. You're focused on you. Now it's them. Now it's them. See, I never really take 3, but then 3 perfectly popped out. So, yum. And that's fucking why. Look at this. Oh, look at us. Oh, look at this. Of course they did. Irreplaceable. Yeah. Because I want I want to come towards you, and I want to tell you I love you. Because again, the King of Cups is someone who, they love you wholeheartedly. They really, really do. But they tend to hide those feelings. Again, it's like that paralysis state. It's like they see that they love you, but they're mute, right? Is they can't say it. But like I had said, is they're finally coming out of that paralysis state of, they're like, you know what? I'm ready to, whether it's text you, I'm ready to put on paper, right? Whether it's a letter, text, call, whatever that is, show up in person, who knows? This is concrete. This is like Page of Pentacles. It's now like, it's happening, right? This is, it's now happening in the real world. And I want to tell you I love you. I want to start, I want to start a little adventure with you. Because this person is very, very passionate about you. And like, I want to bring, justice to the situation. Is, again, on this one it says soul contract. So I do believe in regard, everything that happened in the situation had to happen. So whether that was you needed to learn a lesson, they needed to learn a lesson, I think it all was meant to be. And now in regards to what happens next, you have free will, they have free will. That's it. That will come with time. But yeah, they want to come towards you and make things right. And so again, whether you decide to move forward with them or not, that is completely up to you. But I'm just getting is like, this person is now, like I said yesterday, there was no wands energy and there was barely any pentacles. And so now we're seeing action and then real physical world things happening. So if you have not heard from this person, because again, there is like that absence card, I do think that you'll hear from this person. And whatever that is, of them telling you, listen, I fucked up. I want to tell you, you're irreplaceable. I shouldn't have listened to other people. I shouldn't have gone into something else, blah, 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 blah. They're going to finally put it out into the actual universe, like what they wanted to tell you. Clarify third party for me. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. And again, this could be religious, cultural, family, friends, relationship, anything. Ace of Cups. Well, that just, that right there. Confirm. All right, so it was a relationship, that romantic relationship that came in the way. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Hard for me. I swear, sometimes my guys are like, oh, you need clarification? Say, dude. I'm literally, see, this is where when I entered into this reading, I literally had said, we're going to talk about uncomfortable things. We're going to talk about, the potential of arranged marriages. We're going to talk about things like this. So I definitely am obviously getting that you guys are in that divine feminine energy. However, I'm also getting a side message of, this could have been a relationship that was set up by a mother figure. So again, that could be this could have been an arranged marriage, and maybe that was the unexpected outcome. Is this, I mean, I guess we're going to go stereotypical down like the, say, the Arab world route of like, say you fell in love with this person. Everything was supposed to be sun, stars, and stripes, and everything was supposed to be wonderful. They said, okay, I'm going to go home. you know, and then I'm gonna come back to you. Well, when they went home, they had an arranged marriage, whether they knew about it or not. I feel like that's what I'm kind of seeing, is there was a mother figure that set up an arranged marriage for the situation, and that was the unexpected outcome. That's why on this card you see like the face of shock. Like, what in the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? I'm engaged, or I'm supposed to be getting married. Like, what in the fuck are you happening? And that left you alone and single. One more for third party. Yeah, and that, yeah, which made you a, yeah, and you became, it was, your relationship then became a missed opportunity, right? Yeah, your relationship was then a missed opportunity. And then as I was doing that, I actually got like another kind of like side message over here in regards to that. Is this person, when they come back to you, or when they want to come back to you, this may be them also saying like, I've put an end to, you know, to maybe certain things with my family, because the Four of Wands is also like a family card. So he could like, they could be saying, you know, I've successfully put an end, you know, to certain things with my family, whether it's them creating relationships, manipulating relationships, like whatever that is. They could then be kind of standing there in their power. But because of this arranged marriage, your relationship, your beginning that you were supposed to have with this person then became a missed opportunity. I am always longing for you. Cultural duty, man, is something, it's a whole other fucking beast. Daydreaming, I'm always longing for you. And it takes a very, very strong part, yeah. They're daydreaming of you, because you could have them blocked, or they could have you blocked, right? But I'm getting more, it's probably you have them, yeah. I'm getting it's more you have them blocked. You're literally sitting there like, you know what? You didn't do what you said you were gonna do. Regardless of this shit, like I'm getting like, you should have stood your ground. You should have stood your ground. And you should have done, you know, what you said you were gonna do. If I'm your, you know, if I'm irreplaceable, if I'm this, if I'm that, you should have stood your ground, and they didn't. And that's why they're in that feeling of regret and longing. That also comes with the Four of Cups, is like they regret moving forward in this direction. And you're sitting here now, I feel like I had said earlier, is like you're standing in your power a little bit more of like, okay, well, if that's what you choose for yourself, go fucking be it, dude. Go fucking be it. But I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do what's best for me. It's no longer you, you know. So I do feel like you are blocking them. And so that might be the only thing that they can do right now, is daydreaming. Is, yeah, just thinking about you if they can't get in contact with you. Daydreaming for me? What else does the collective need to know? It's like, I'm not thinking of them blocked. Yeah, and that's why they're not coming forward. Or you don't want to move ahead. Yeah, I think so. Again, I think right now you're in a space where, you know, again, we have this energy of them wanting to come forward and things like that, but they're not just ready yet. And that may, again, because you have your defense mechanisms up, and so they're like, oh, I can't move forward just yet, I'm not ready. But I'm getting in due time, when, you know, when spirit wants this to happen, it will happen. I am getting not unfortunately, but as much as I think some people may not want this person to come back, they're going to come back. Whether that's, again, a text message, they show up, whatever that is, I think they are going to come back regardless. Even if you have them blocked, I'm feeling like they're at the point where they're like, I really don't care, I need to kind of tell you how I feel. I feel like there's like kind of like that feeling of like, I just need to get this off my chest type energy. But yeah, I think because you have them blocked, that's why they're not coming forward just yet. And I'm not telling people to unblock them. That's up to you. Yeah. Yeah, you're isolating. You're kind of literally like, no, all set. You know, you're just, yeah. I didn't even see that. Yeah, you're all set. I've said this. That death card, you were literally like, I'm fucking done, dude. Like, you want to choose someone else. You want to, like, not be a man. You want to pussy out. You want to do all this. You want to, you know, not stand your ground. Like, again, I understand cultural duty is a thing. It's a very large thing. But I do think that there's also other aspects sometimes of where you need to stand your ground for your own happiness. And that's, again, my own personal opinion. I know that, you know, there are many other people out there that do not think the same way. But again, you're very icy to this person. Like, you have completely, you're like, nope, all set, done and over. Like, you hurt me way too fucking much. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want to move forward. I don't want anything. And so I think, unfortunately, that's really what the person is left with. All they can do is just daydream about you. They don't have the, like, it's just, that's what they're stuck with. But it's because of their actions. Like, that's, you fucked up, not you, like, but like them, like, they fucked up. And that's what fucking happens. That's what happens. Shucks to shuck. I was gonna do the mermaid, but I feel like I want to do I'm gonna do the psychic tarot. I feel like I want to get a few more tarots out before I jump into the mermaid one. I think I got all the cards out. Yeah. Don't mind me, I talk to myself. Please bring forth the messages that the collective needs to hear today. Please guide and protect me during this reading. Should anyone be sending any negative energy today, please return to sender a millionfold. Amen. 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 Yeah, I'm just getting overwhelmingly like, you guys are done. You're like, I'm fucking all set, dude. Like, I'm not, you're literally like, I'm irreplaceable. I'm not second choice. I'm nobody's fucking second choice. Like, so if you want to go and you want to go be a mama's boy and you want to go do whatever mommy told you to do, so be it, but it's not going to be on my watch. That's what I'm pretty much getting. Again, not going to be all of you. I'm just getting a certain amount, because again, this is a lot to me of like, you're very much blocking this person out, and you're very much kind of just icing them out. And you have every single fucking right to do that. Like, there is, whether you are still in that process of like grieving a relationship, whether you have moved on, like, there is no timeline that tells you you need to do a certain thing a certain way. Like, and I don't want to hear if people are like, oh, well, you shouldn't still care. You shouldn't, like, get the fuck out of here. I can't stand when people do shit like that. Like, if I want to care about it for however long, I will. Everyone's on their own, you know, process and journey, and you have to allow people to do that. But again, I do think, as, you know, painful as this was, I do think that this was meant to happen. Because again, I think with that kind of original like waiting energy, and that person not even realizing your worth, I'm just getting like it wasn't a give and take relationship. It was most likely a give on your end and a take on their end. And so I'm just getting in the beginning, like it was like you deserved better. And I feel like, and that's where you are now, as you're like, I know what I deserve, and I didn't deserve any of this shit at all. And they know that too, though. They now know that too, and that's why they're in the energy that they are. Yeah. Telling the truth. Yeah. Four of Wands again on top of the Four of Wands. Yeah. This is just, to me, this is family. There was a major family impact. Major family impact to this. But I'm also getting, as another side kind of message, is like, you're now in that place of where like you're focusing on you, and you're building that successful foundation for yourself. And that doesn't mean that you have to have a family right now, that you have to be married or anything like that. That foundation could just be that foundation of yourself, where you are just trying to build yourself back up from the ground up, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, everything like that. So that's, you know, that could be another message of like, you're just working on rebuilding that foundation, because this person may have broken that for you. You know, they really could have just broken your heart. And yeah, like you're just trying to find your happiness again. Like you're just literally like, you know what, I'm focusing on me. I want to build the foundation and follow those goals and those dreams that I've always wanted to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna fulfill all my wishes. I don't need anybody else to do that but myself. And I love that energy. That's like boss bitch vibes energy. Can you not, please? The kittens are literally attempting to climb, so I do apologize if we get invaded by kittens. Let me take a sip of this coffee, because life. Okay. Mental what? Ow! Not the kitten climbing me. What did I say? Mental yeah, the decision they made was incorrecto. The decision they made was not in the best interest of their happiness. And again, they were in that mental conflict area because they were balancing you and probably family duty, family obligation. But they made the wrong choice. And so now it's all up in their head. Like, they should have chose happiness. They did not choose happiness. They chose what other people wanted from them. And that's sad. Honestly, that's actually really sad to think about. Like, it's truly just sad to think that, you know, someone isn't, whether it's confident enough within themselves to be able to be like, you know what, I deserve happiness, and I should deserve that. But also, I think it's sad that there's family members out there that don't want to see, especially a mother, like their child happy. Like, what in the fuck? Like, what in the actual fuck? Duty out the window. Come on now. Honestly, with these cards, sometimes I'm like, thank God I have huge hands, because like, I don't know how people with little hands handle these cards. They're just so like big. What else the collective needs to know? So said, you don't need to know. You already know you're irreplaceable. Shit. And we know. What else is the collective need to know? Oh, there we go. Yeah, the throat. You gotta communicate. When I tell you this person wants to talk to you so bad, so bad, so bad. 2 5s. Change is coming. There is a change that is occurring right now. And like I said, I don't know if y'all went into their dreams last night or what happened, because yesterday when I was pulling cards, there was absolutely no wand energy. There was barely any pentacle energy. All emotions, everything like that. All thoughts, emotions. That was it. This person wants to talk to you so bad. They miss you so much. They regret everything that they did. They regret allowing other people to make a decision for them when it came to their happiness. And that's it. And they want to come forward and they want to communicate to you. Like I said, they may not have told you how they felt before. And now they're like, listen, just let me get this off my chest. Let me tell you everything of how I felt, blah, 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 blah. And that may be all that they want to do. So this person, yeah, there's going to be a change. If there's any way that this person can contact you, like if you have them blocked, for example, on your numbers, they're going to email you. If you if you have any sort of social media, they're going to find you. If they live near you, they're going to show up, because they just want to get this off their chest. And I feel like I just heard too, like, it doesn't even matter to me anymore if you say yes or no. Obviously I want you to say yes, but I just need you to know. I need you to know how I really feel, is kind of what I'm getting. Because I'm also kind of getting you with it. Not, I didn't feel like it was a give and take before. You may never have known how this person truly felt about you, because they made you feel replaceable, because it was so quick for them to kind of maybe go into this. Or you were literally like, what in the fuck? Like, how, if you loved me so much, or you felt the same way that I felt about you, how could you ever do something like that to me? How could you ever move forward with that? And so I'm kind of getting is like, you may never have even known, but now they're like, you need to know. Like, I need you to know. Yeah. You were their happiness. They missed out on an opportunity of their happiness when they allowed this situation, when they allowed themselves to go forward in that situation. Yeah. Is they missed that opportunity. They missed an opportunity for their own happiness when they took the wrong path, and they allowed other people to decide their happiness for them. And it could have, 9 of Pentacles, again, I'm getting you're in that energy, but this could have also been like with arranged marriages, obviously, there's dowries, there's things like that. There also could have been a piece to it that was financially involved, that may have enticed them that way. And again, I don't know if that's maybe because again, you're coming into, your success and you're building that foundation. So you may not have been at that point when you were with that person. And that may have been where they thought, okay, well, I can easily replace them for someone who maybe makes more or comes from more money or something like that. But they fucked them. They look like the fool now, because they literally threw out the chance for happiness the minute that they allowed their mother or whoever it was to be able to come in and make that choice for them. That's it, bro. Yeah. Yeah, they're all up in their head right now. Yeah. He just was. Yeah, they also are still potentially bound by, this could be like, again, with it being an arranged marriage, they could either, like, for example, you have the Katbil Kitab or Kitab or whatever, the engagement, like they could have already went through with that. They could have already went through with a full marriage or something like that. So they could be at a place where, you know, maybe they're in the process of ending a marriage or ending something. And that's what's holding them bound. Or again, they're still so much in their head of like, they're still not ready to stand up to a mother figure, and they're still being bound by duty and tradition and culture and religion and whatever that is. But they know better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just getting like, they know better. Their intuition and everything like that is literally like, wake up. Wake up. And but I'm also getting too is like, you're a spiritual person, and you kind of, a part of me is like, you've known with this situation, like regardless of if they communicated to you or not how they feel, like, you know deep down inside how they feel, and you know that they're struggling right now. Like, you know that they're struggling. Yeah. But they want you so bad. They want to make it work so bad with you. Look, they literally want to make it work so bad with you. They miss you so bad. Like, they miss you so bad. So bad. All right, we're at 50 minutes. So, okay, now we'll do the mermaid one. We'll kind of get, I think this is like advice, right? Yeah, healing, love, we'll get advice. So again, I feel like change is coming with the fives. I'm not someone, I'll be honest with you, I don't do signs really. If a sign comes out, I will be absolutely fucking shocked that I do that. I don't do signs, and I barely do timelines, because again, free will is real. Free will is real. I could sit here and give you a timeline, and it's going to be incorrect the minute you make a decision or someone else makes a decision. So I'm not really someone that does timelines. But again, there could be, you know, with fives, you know, May could have meant something to you. There's 2 sevens here. July could have meant something to you in your connection. I have no idea. But I do think that there is something changing. So I don't see the action being taken just yet. I feel like we're at the point of where, like, they're so in their head that they've realized, I don't want this, you're irreplaceable, I need to make a change, I want to make forward. So like that, the mental piece is finally changing into them wanting to come forward, but I don't see them doing that just yet. And I think it's because, you know, they low-key scared of you. They low-key scared. They're like, she blocked me, okay, no worries, I'm not gonna come forward, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, be a man, you know? Or do you need mom to make that decision for you? Let me stop. Yeah. Spirit, guardian angels, archangels, and all other higher beings, please bring forth the messages that the collective needs to receive today. Should anyone be sending any negative energy my way, please return to sender 1,000,000-fold. Amen. Amen. But yeah, they're, like I said yesterday, I did a reading, and it was all emotion and mental. And so again, there's change happening. So whether that's divine intervention, whether that's them just waking up and smelling the fucking coffee, I don't know, whether that's the third party they're with is batshit crazy, or, you know, they finally realize, like, well, you shouldn't let this. And I'm getting that, like, you communicated that to them. You were literally like, why would you allow, like, your mother to decide your happiness? And I feel like I'm just getting, like, you told them, like, this, you are going to regret this. You are going to regret the decision that you made. Like, if you say yes to this, you're going to regret this. Like, I just keep getting that. And so, and they do, and you were right. And like I said, you're very intuitive. You knew. And I mean, you waited for as long as you possibly, I think, could. And then you just decided, you know, I deserve more than that. As you fucking should. Because you don't deserve someone that thinks that, you know, you're replaceable, things like that. Again, I'm not giving you advice to go back or not go back. I'm just saying I love the energy of someone standing in their power and, you know, and just being like focusing on them, building their foundation, because that's all you can do. Is when you start focusing on you, then that's when I think, you know, things start happening in your life, you know, that are meant to happen. So again, keep focusing on you. I don't think, you know, this is an immediate situation happening, especially if you are dealing with cultural duty and you are dealing with arranged marriage and things like that. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some time. But I'm getting that if they are going to come back to you, or when they come, I shouldn't even say if, it's when, they will, once this is over. Once this is ended, once the marriage is over, or once like any sort of kind of legal ties are there, I think at this point this person knows that they're not going to further disrespect you, because they know, okay, when I come towards them, I need to be in some boss ass energy. Like I need to, you know, show them that I'm not in this, you know, fuckboy energy anymore and things like that. I want to do one more. The magic of the Kohelin Druid. Caution, secrecy, wary. And I feel like that's you. Like, I feel like this is gonna be you if they come back. Like, you're literally... And I think that's also, like, Spirit saying, be cautious when they come back. Be wary. Because all of this that they put you through, if you are, say the collective, that you do want to be with this person, they need to show you that they've changed. They need to show you that they're no longer allowing people to make decisions for them in their life, and they need to prove that to you. So, like, in a sense, like, keep that wall up a little. Like, set your boundaries. Be cautious. Like, don't immediately, if they were to come back, be like, okay, yep, you can immediately come in. Like, no. Like, sit in your power. Sit in your power and make them work for it. Like, they need to work for you. They want to come back, they need to fucking work for it. Absolutely not. This is not free charity. Absolutely not. I don't know why I had to just say it like that. Maybe someone needed to hear it or something. We're gonna do this like 3 more times and see. Okay, Atlantis, rapid development, excellent success. Yes, honey, I'm telling you, you are in a look at. Okay, it's not fully new. She's fire. Do you see this power? Look at that. Oh my god. You are, I'm telling you, you are coming into your own something fierce. And this is, look, 9 and 10. You know, this caution, be wary, because you've transformed. This is why I said this had to have happened to help you transform into the literal fucking queen mermaid that you are. And this, again, excellent success, rapid development. Whether you are going into, like I said, when you were building that foundation, if it's a new career, new job, new anything, you're going back to school, anything like that, is you are developing physically, spiritually, anything. You could be working out because, you know, she looks good naked. She looks good. She got a castle behind her. Maybe you're buying a new house. Like, who knows? Like, there is something, you are rapidly, like, success is rapidly coming into your life without this person. So this is why I think Spirit is saying, be cautious and be wary, because you've learned through this, and this has turned you into the powerful, like, this powerful being. Do not let this person take you back down. Like, just be cautious because you're on fire. Quarrel's wisdom, colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over greater periods of time. Yeah. And then 3 and 1 is 4. So another kind of like, I'm thinking foundation. Like, I'm just very much getting this message as like, continue to build on you. It takes time. Like, especially when you go through shit like this, that's like really, really tough. Like, it breaks you down in levels that people can't even explain. And so it's like, take your time, be delicate with yourself is what I'm like, and be like, also with that, like, if you want to like cry, let it out, like feel the emotions that you need to feel, because it's only going to make you into a more powerful, beautiful being than you were before. So it's like, this is all just building you up into this amazing, like amazing person that you have dreamed of becoming. Like, you're on that path of getting there. So again, just be very cautious and wary, not only with this person, but like other people in your life, like that are not going to be putting you on this path of transformation. Like, but again, I'm getting like, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You are beautiful in every single point, shape, form, wherever that is. And like, just keep working on you, because it's like, it's beautiful. I love these cards. Like, all of the women are stunning, by the way. All right, let's see if we can get one more final message for the collective. The present. Gift, treasure, revelation of own value, nowness. Yeah, see? And there's a 3 too. So if you're like me and you're kind of like a hermit, I'm also kind of getting like, live in the present, right? And I think this might be spirit shouting at me as well. Like, live in the present moment, enjoy life. And like, again, like, you are a fucking gift, dude. Like, and then again, revelation of your own value. This entire situation was to help you learn your fucking value and who you are. And that you're amazing. You don't like, regardless of this shit, you don't need any of this to become the person that you want to be. And so this is just saying, live in the moment, live in the now. The 3 is like a community. So maybe you're like me, you're a hermit. Like I said, I stay at home with my cats a lot of the times. And, you know, sometimes I like, if people invite me out, I'm like, no, like, I'm fine. I feel like this is Spirit's way of just literally being like, get out there, have fun, live in the moment, go do things that just make you happy. You know, like, you're right now, you are not only realizing your own value again, but you're just learning to like live again, right? And so I'm just getting very much of like, this is such a beautiful, beautiful energy. And I just feel like this is Spirit's way of saying, when I kind of went on the little the little rant of timelines and how I don't really say that. And I think this is Spirit's way of just confirming that, of just saying like, it doesn't matter the timeline, whether they come back, whether they do not come back, it doesn't really matter. What matters is what you think of yourself, how you value yourself, and then the life that you want to create, build that for yourself. You don't need anybody else to do that. Not one single person but you. And you are beautiful. Own it and be gentle and fragile with yourself. If you need to cry, you cry and you let it out. All of these like beautiful, like, I'm also getting to like these scars, right? Whether it's like, for example, those stretch marks that, especially for, you know, women or men or whatever, whether you're losing weight, gaining weight, you had a baby, anything like that, that's beauty. You know what I mean? Those tears, it's beauty. It molds you into who you are. So it's like, just literally look in the mirror and love yourself, every inch of it. And then, yeah, Lemuria returns on the bottom. Earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation. So again, just that community, like I said, that 3 is just, have people around you that are only going to empower you and lift you up. And if that is not in your life, be very cautious with them. Be very wary with them. Do not allow those people in your life, because you are on such a beautiful trajectory and you are on such a beautiful path of becoming that amazing person that you're meant to be. So regardless of this shitty situation that happened, you're fire. You're fire. All right. So I think that's where I'm going to end it Oh yeah, an hour and 3 for the first reading, not too shabby. Hopefully I didn't bore you to absolute death. Yeah, so I guess like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I am brand new to this, so I have no idea what this template is going to be, how it's going to kind of mold. If you have any, you know, suggestions, or there's things that, you know, you think that you specifically want to see, like I said, I think I'm definitely going to be talking about uncomfortable things, whether they're arranged marriages, you know, or things like that. Just with cultural differences coming up, I think that's one of the biggest things that I want to kind of talk about and have a space for, because a lot of time I think it's taboo or voodoo to, you know, talk about it. So thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and see you soon.